Hello and welcome to the stream. Hi. Oh, the camera is a bit low. Sorry. Hello, Mary. Hi, how are you? You are ready to party? That's perfect. So I am quite late. I'm very sorry for that. I had some technical difficulties actually. Let me get the microphone closer. I had some technical difficulties. Let me check if you should be hearing me, and you should be hearing some music. Okay. Although the music is a little bit quiet, isn't it? I'm not sure. You tell me. If something is not good, let me know. Hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah. Is the camera moving? Do I have technical difficulties again, or is everything good? No, it seems to be good. Okay. I tell you. Technology. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for being here. Gurium, hey, hi, how are you? I hope you're good. I am, because this is my official, unofficial, official, I didn't name it that, but it is my 1000 sub stream, so thanks to everyone who subbed and who supported me and perhaps even forwarded something to somebody else. Really very much appreciated. That's more or less the only way that a small YouTuber can grow, so thank you very much for that if you did that. If you are just watching, that is also perfectly fine. Thank you very much for spending time with me. So we are today drawing Falcon. So there is a new Marvel series out there, and I thought it kind of makes sense to draw somebody from there. Hello, Melissa Martin. Welcome. Hi. No complaints. That's perfect. So yeah, as always, I have prepared the general proportions, because that's always the same, and I'm streaming for around 2 hours and kind of managed to finish in that time. I'm a bit on the faster side, not that detailed, probably that is the reason. So we will see if we manage to do this in one stream. Yeah, and let's go to the drawing setup and start to draw. Okay, so I actually have only seen the first episode. I think 2 episodes are out already. Tomorrow the third for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I have only watched one of those. And am I happy with it? It is not Wonder Vision, but nobody expected that, right? I'm not so sure about the prospect of so many superpowered people. So we will see. We will see how it develops. It is, however, something additional in the Marvel universe, and we don't have too much of that right now, do we? So we definitely take it. It is very interesting in general where all goes, right? The big players are all gone. Almost all. Is it worth watching? I'm not sure. It is only the first episode. It is made very well, definitely. So it is just like with WandaVision, you do not really see a big difference to the movies, production-wise, and the actors are great. And I think one of the fun things and good things already in the first episode. Did we already see the second episode? I think we actually saw the second episode. It mixed somehow together in my mind. It is strange to see a Marvel series and not in the movies. 2 episodes are kind of movie, aren't they? So the dynamic between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is quite interesting, just as I hoped it is. So you have those 2 characters who are not the best of friends, but the thing that connects them is Captain America and their friendship with him. They are both very good friends, or were very good friends. And yeah, it is just that is more or less the thing that connects them. I am killing my pencil right now. So if you're wondering what I'm doing off screen, I'm killing my pencil. I will need a lot of the white one, so let me get my sharpening tools closer. And they, in the movies, they already have a bit more of a strained relationship. There's some to a certain level even fighting for the top spot with Captain America, who is the top friend, you know. So, and this is, they are not the best of friends, but they respect each other and they somehow grow together, and I would imagine that in the course of the series that will be even more so, that they grow tighter. And that is fun to see, and it's well played. So the production values, everything around that is really good. The actors, and yeah, they already have another cliffhanger, so they will work a lot with cliffhangers from episode to episode. I'm not sure if I like the premise of the evils. On the one side, it seems pretty interesting that they do not just say, okay, there is a stereotypical evil that just wants to destroy the universe or the earth or whatever. It is kind of a little bit like the ones that you can understand why they are doing what they are doing, but still they need to be stopped. But there will be some revelations on the way, I'm sure, that will show us that things are completely different than we expected and stuff like that. That is kind of Marvel, isn't it? So it will be anyway required watching for the Marvel Universe. If you want to know everything that's going on, you will need to watch that series anyway. So I'm not sure how long. This was also a good series review. Okay, I'm glad you can work with that. It is only the first, or I think the first 2 episodes that we've seen, so it will definitely develop, I'm sure. It has potential. Let me say it like that. It has potential. I am not sure yet how long this stream will be, but lately I think I'm saying that a lot. I feel like I am, at least. Still a little bit struggling with health. But especially since this is the 100 sub stream, I wanted to I did not want to just skip this one. So the picture that we have here, it is obviously a promo pic. Heavily color corrected and very processed, but at least it has a good quality. So lately the pictures that I have been drawing, especially for the Buffy Club from the old episodes, screen grabbed, so it is not very good material to work with, and this is at least a good quality, but it's also very over processed. I think one of the easier pictures I've been working with which what does not mean that it will be easy to work with. I just said, I think I said, did I just say it's one easier to work with, but that doesn't mean it, well, hey, not the best day. So, no, what I meant was, it gives you all the details you need, but it doesn't mean that it is free of challenges. That's what I wanted to say. Shadowboy, hey, welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, and thank you for tweeting this morning. I didn't even tweet myself yet. So yeah, it is funny that I managed to get to 1000 now in March still. I did not expect that anymore, but that suddenly was very fast. And yeah, 1000. I'm very thankful to everybody who has watched and or forwarded it's really amazing to think that so many people, even if not all of them, are watching anymore. Of course they aren't, but at least every one of those at one point decided that the channel is worth subscribing to, and that's an amazing thing. The cake. I don't have any cake, unfortunately. I have a cat here, but she's vicious. If I hold her into the camera, she will probably this will not be a family friendly channel anymore. There will be too much gore. But I don't have anything to eat here, so I'm very sorry. I don't even have a picture of a cake for you guys. Should have drawn a cake. Not exactly what I do on my channel, but yeah. it actually went to 1000 while I was sleeping. I waited the whole evening yesterday. It was so close, but I had to go to bed when it was at 999. And so when I woke up, it was 1004. So that answered my question. Actually, I did not know, because I think for the viewers, everything over 1000, they only increase in 10 increments of 10. And why does the white not work anymore? Do you work now? And I was asking myself if that is also the case for the channel itself, if I only see it in increments of 10. But no, it looks like, for now at least, it is shown in exact numbers. We have a cat, yes, a vicious cat, exactly. We had 2 cats, but my cat did not make it, did not survive the last year, and now we only have 1. She is quite the character. She's very loud. She talks a lot. There's one person watching, enjoying my videos. Your videos are great. If anybody's interested in gaming videos that are not standard gaming but discussion of stuff and genres and comparison of similar games and I don't know what, or the future of gaming, Shadowboy has quite an interesting channel, because it's not just the run-of-the-mill let's play stuff, but much more thoughtful. This cat loves his dogs. No, she hates. She hates the dogs. She really does not like them much. She terrorizes my little one. Little dog means still pretty big. She likes to show her who's the boss in the house, and it's not the dog. Nearly halfway to the 1K club. Yeah, I tell you, it is so different for everybody. It's so difficult also when people ask you for advice. It's always very individual, isn't it? And there is no good advice for growing a channel right now. That's how I see it. I don't say, okay, I did everything right and I did amazing stuff and that's why I am now at 1000. It's more luck, I would say. Yeah, she is. I don't know if I would compare her with Garfield. She's a grey one. She is pretty. She's very fat, but she's also quite. She's a beautiful cat. So how do we draw the other eye? We now have to make sure that the other eye is proportion-wise on the same level. Of course, as it is a little bit of a tilt in the head, it can be a bit smaller, but not too much. My dogs are extremely sweet. The big one is a bit of an ass to the small one currently. He's very he doesn't care that much. He's not careful with her right now. He tends to run her over, and she's a little bit, she has a bit of an damaged foot right now. And he's not careful at all. Of course, how can you tell a dog that he should please be careful with another dog? Difficult. But he just runs over her a bit on the not that nice side right now. But he's such a, in general, he's such a sweetheart. He's a bit, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, so. So each person's journey is different. It is correct, and definitely so with YouTube journey. So, what did you do that you think works best for your channel? I don't know if I'm doing anything that works really well for my channel, I have to say. So, the thing that, or the issue that I still have is that while I now have reached 100 subs, 1000 subs in comparatively fast time, yes, but I don't really have the views that I need, and I'm also far away in terms of view hours and monetization. So while it seems like people seem to enjoy what I'm doing and they hit the subscribe button, I'm not sure that I really get them to revisit yet. That is the biggest issue that I have. So I don't really feel like I am in a position to give advice. You should draw your dog. I cannot draw my dog. I cannot draw animals for the life of me. I actually have tried it on the gray paper when I got it first. I just want to see if with this coarser materials and so on, and with the black and the white, it was just an experiment and it did not really work out. So I still stay away from fur. So maybe you're on this road with a lot of people at the same, you're on your own. Yes, that's not untrue. And no shout out will force people to constantly watch your videos. You have to do it yourself. Yeah. Just to clarify, I won't force them, but it might bring in a new audience and they will thank the other person for introducing you to them. Or them to you. Oh damn, what's the big number? What you need, or what do you mean with our count? So it is a lot, and the thing is that all the stuff like shorts do not count. As you can also not get monetized with them. for them, they don't. So it's a bit tricky. Little bit. I have to admit, you confused me a little bit. I don't think I got everything that you meant, but I think I got the essence. And yes, shoutouts in general only work so far, but I'm not sure if I got what you meant. So we have a lot of light reflections in this picture. That is makes it quite interesting to work with a white pencil. Can't draw dogs. I can also not draw cats. I tried to draw my cat. I did also very much fail there. So, but it's no wonder. I always say I really do not enjoy drawing hair, and an animal is mostly hair. So. Thank you very much. 28k. You don't count the video with the 400k views. I have those views now because on that video, because that content creator that I drew there has noticed the video and shared it in her community. And as she has 4.5 million subscribers, that was quite a good number of people that then saw that and came, and they are still coming. It is still trickling in a little bit, and that's pretty amazing. That's also what quite quickly now got me over the 1000 mark there. 4.5 million, yes. It's a baking channel though, so no gaming channel or something. And Reardon, how to cook that? I don't know if you've heard of that. Yeah, I was really surprised that they really then it's one of the biggest that I have ever drawn, and she did not really. They noticed it quite late. A week after I drew it, something, then suddenly they noticed and commented on the video and posted it on the community page, and then just quite a number of people visited the video, as you can see. But then still, you can see 4.5 million. They posted it on their community panel, and it is, how many percent is it still of people that then come over to you? So I'm extremely thankful, and that was a big step for me, no doubt. But even a shout out from 4.5 million account is not something that gets you to a paid level or something. So Which is in the end is also not a bad thing, is it? You still have to earn it by yourself, and your channel has to work. And your content has to amaze people. It's kind of a quality check in itself. If you know what I mean. Yeah, it is in itself amazing that she noticed and even said something and reacted. Not everyone that I've drawn has reacted, but then on the other hand, I have drawn very early in my channel career. I've drawn, for example, also Mackie, and I guess he probably gets fan art of himself on a daily basis or something, so he cannot react to everything. So when I draw somebody, I do not really expect them to react. So then, especially with such a big one, it is quite amazing when they do. So we have now 2 eyes and have organically worked ourselves down to the nose. A thing that we have to consider here with this nose is that it is quite dark. There's not a lot of light, and so the amount of black is more than the regular. Normally in a lot of the pictures that I've drawn, so you see the nostrils very dark and the surrounding areas are more light. That is not the case here, so we have to be very careful that when we draw that it doesn't just look like 2 extreme nostrils, 2 extreme size nostrils, but that you can see that it is actually shadows. And that is not 100% easy. Normally you do that by making sure that the proportions are correct, and that you stick to what you see, not what you think the nose looks like. If you manage to copy it closely enough, normally looks believable enough. Making a big video, ooh. We see. I wish you all the luck. So have fun producing that video. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. NG Bob, welcome, hi. How are you today? Thank you very much for stopping by. See you later, Shadow Boy. Thank you. So we are drawing the Falcon today. And I'm drawing him on gray paper with white and black pencils. So I'm sure that on a lot of areas I need to go darker. This is a very high contrast picture. And so we will try to stay true to that. So for example with the white now, that I will be drawing in now. So we will just go for it the whole right side. It is very white. So this white, it is a pastel actually, that I use together with a pencil, because it is just really strong white. And the good thing with it is that you can draw on top of it with pencils. You have to be a little bit careful. It does not exactly look like pencil on paper, but it works well enough. You can use that very well. What you cannot do is draw this white on pencil, because it directly mixes with the pencil and gets just very dirty looking and dark. Give me a second. I have my smartphone as the camera for recording the drawing process, and it sometimes results in vibrations. I need to go in a quick break. I will see you guys in a second. And we're back. Excuse the break. Sorry for that. Mohit, welcome to the stream. Hey. Great to have you. So, we continue. We have Falcon today from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it is a very contrasty picture, so a lot of white I can draw. I enjoy my white pencil very much, so that is an upside. And yeah, so still have to see, there are a couple of smaller areas that we have to darken again. We have to see. You see, when you draw with the black on top of the white, it can look very black directly. So that can be unwanted. Oh, you found me through N. That is great. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I got a lot of subscribers because of her. I'm very thankful that she saw the picture that I drew of her even. Not everybody notices, so it was really great. And thank you so much for spending time with me now that you have found me. I really appreciate it. I will actually, or at least that is the plan, tomorrow morning draw Dave, if you're interested in that. That is at least the plan. There are some health issues right now, which make it a little bit we have to see. But I hope it works out. So, I think we should continue with the nose now. There is also a bit of reflection there, but not as strong. So as I already said with these two different pencils, you have to be a little bit careful with the black around the white. When you draw on what you have already drawn with the white one, it can go very dark. And that we don't want to. So nose. It is very dark around the nose, so it's a high contrast picture. And around the nose it is very dark, so that we do not even see the nostrils. It gets a little bit unclear in the shadows. It's not the easiest thing to reproduce. Mohit, I am recovering from a long time not identified Borrelia infection. So my body started to have a lot of different issues because of that one unfound bacterial infection. They only found out in summer last year, and I started the therapy, and it works. It gets better now, but still not completely there. And because of the bacterial infection itself does not really have that big of an influence on you. You do not notice that, but it changes a lot in the body and it influences other stuff. So we have now, so the bacteria should be gone at this point, but there is so much in my body that needs to get better and repair itself, and that still will take some time. And yeah, it's in the last year it got to a point where I did not really, so my days were around 2 hours productive time, and the rest of the time I had to I was just lying on the couch and stuff like that. And not just because of the pandemic and the quarantine, but because I just did not have any energy. Even when I started the channel, I was around that, so that's why I also do not produce extremely many videos. Thank you very much. Nice accent. Germany. I am German, so I do not have the strongest German accent. Luckily, German accents can be very, very intense. So thank you very much that you don't see it as a minus. Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you, Gurium. I am working on it, but I have right now again a bit of a more difficult time. Also some medication changes, and that sometimes has some detrimental effects short term, hopefully. But I enjoy being here with you guys and enjoying with you. So thank you very much for joining me today, spending time with me. In my school I have a volunteer who came from Germany. So does she or he have the same accent, or? So our accent is normally used for villains and so forth. So I try not to have the strongest German one. I want to build a positive community, not a villain community. I think we are on a good track. So sometimes, or most of the time when I say something like that, I jinx it and it all goes horribly wrong. But I think actually that it looks pretty okay. I'm always very critical. So if I say something like that, that already means that I'm pretty happy. She has a bit of the same accent, yeah. I believe that. I'm not sure if I should get rid of it, but I try to minimize it. At least. So my issue is more with grammar. I think I make a lot of mistakes in my grammar. But well, what can you do? Can only learn, right? Just want to help to keep you sane. Yeah, I don't know if it might be too late for that. So let's try to draw a little bit of the mouth, because that is one of the things. Something I like in general where it is going with the contrast and everything, but something is bugging me already. I don't know what. Something is not as it should be. So let's try to be a bit more careful with the mouth. So we'll go with the mechanical pencil to just have a clearer outline. We will have to draw over that though. Anyway. So you also do not have a very clear classical mouth form because of the strong lighting situation. So you have, don't know if you can see that in the small image over here, a very distinct shadow that cuts through the lines left and right of the mouth, and that makes it very unsymmetrical. It makes it very interesting for the eye, but in terms of drawing it, it is a bit more difficult. From Hamburg, okay, that is more in the north of the country, although depending on which country you are coming from, the north of Germany is Germany is not the biggest country, so. But still, we have also quite the language dialect differences in Germany. So, but I think most of the Germans, when they speak English, they sound pretty similar. Definitely in Hamburg. In Bavaria, it's again quite different accent, and you also notice that than in English. But while the people in Hamburg have a strong accent, I think that does not translate to English. As long as you don't start weeping. I will try to hold myself together. I will go into a break if I have to weep. Don't worry about grammar, man. People who speak English natively sometimes can't get. That is so true. I don't get why it is so difficult. Some things are so difficult for native speakers, like this. Their you know, they are there, that thing, I don't understand how you can do that wrong, or stuff like so many people who say I could care less when they mean I couldn't care less. Stuff like that I don't get. But I think probably such things are actually easier sometimes for non-native speaker. So this, what I'm doing here right now, is pretty courageous actually, because I just go for it. I just fill this in, although I have not really verified that it is the correct proportion, size, position. Just feels right. So I hope it is right. But I think I am in luck. In my country we have 10 different regional languages. Which country is it, if you don't mind me asking? So, I think we will keep also white here. It's always a decision you have to take where you put the highlights and if they are light enough to warrant using a white pencil. India, I suspected. Yeah, India is a bit bigger and a lot more people over there, so it's very different. In Germany you only have the dialects, not really different languages. I have a paper here, yes. Somebody in some comments already proposed that I would use something something transparent, you know, which is a good idea, but I haven't gotten something yet that I can use for that. So paper is also not always the most intelligent thing to use. It works if you do not move it. If you move it, you smudge a lot also. Why? You ask why I'm using a paper. Yeah, exactly. Here it is not that important, but on the other, also with this paper is also very quickly in absorbing the oil from your skin. So you get smudges here that you don't want and that do not come from the pencil, and you can also not erase. So that is one reason with the gray paper, but in general also when I'm drawing here, so I do not smudge the rest of the face. Those are the two reasons why I am using a paper under my hand. Turn from above so your hand is elevated. Yeah, something like this. Somebody actually asked me why I do not just start from the top left side and draw downwards. There are people that can do that. I would not be able to do that. That is so, you need to be so disciplined. I would not be able to do that. So we have a lot of reflections on the lip. Light reflections. So this structure in the lip is always, for me, I think it is difficult to capture. So let's try to do so here. It is very organic. It is a very wrinkly area. Not too happy with it, but it will do for now. So, thank you very much, Mohit. Thank you so much for subscribing. And liking, of course. So, trying to... Normally I just... How to draw the beard, that is very difficult. I haven't drawn this kind of beard structure, so I hope that the approach that I'm taking now gives a result that we can agree with. But I think it looks pretty okay. Even all notifications, thank you very much. I am very honored. I very much appreciate it. So, I get the feeling that the proportions are not perfect. The mouth is a little bit high. Perhaps the nose might be too big. I'm not sure. I guess we need the rest first to know that, but there's not that much that I can fix in terms of proportions, frankly. If it does not work out, I cannot erase the dark parts anymore, so we will have to work with that anyway. But I think we are okay. It is... Now we really need a cake. I still don't have a cake, I'm sorry. It is 8 p.m. right now, 8:16 p.m. where I am. So I am normally streaming for around 2 hours. I won't be able to do much more today also. So we still have a little bit of time, but so I'm on the fence with this one. I'm really on the fence. Well, thank you very much. I also think I deserve more subs. No, I'm not that long in the game, so I have for the how long? Not even 9 months, I think. For that I have a good number of subs, but of course the goal is to get more. So feel free if you want to help me out to forward my videos, my channels. My channels. I only have one at this point. My channel to other people. That is the thing, is it's not that easy to grow with just YouTube. And even if you just subscribe, that doesn't mean that YouTube shows you a lot of my videos. Only if you have seen more than one video, YouTube tends to show you also some. You have notifications on, so it's not an issue with you. But if somebody just subscribes to my channel and then forgets that I exist, then I have a subscription, but YouTube will never really show them a video anymore. So you really need to watch a couple of videos to let YouTube know, even if you're subscribed. You need to watch a couple of videos to let YouTube know that you really are interested in those videos. It's a bit difficult, but it's the same for all YouTube content creators, so I cannot really complain. It's not like it is unfair to me or something. It's just the same for all the small ones. Wee Bob, hey! Thank you very much for the congratulations. And thank you very much, Mohit, for sharing. That is really amazing. As I said, that is the biggest thing that helps small YouTuber. That really means a lot. Thank you very much, Bob. Yeah, suddenly it went pretty quickly. Thank you very much for being here, Dana. Go and paint, have fun. Thank you very much for dropping by. Yeah, it is a small party we are having here. It's not a big event that we do specifically for the having the 1,000 subs. But I almost canceled the stream, so better than nothing. So we have a lot of light reflections in the face, and I want to really embrace that. after all we are using my gray paper and the whites. So we try. To use it to the best effect. I think I came along just when you were below the 500 mark. Brilliant work, well, thank you very much. I have a lot of view time together still, Bob. That is a big issue with me because I don't have that many videos. I have more nowadays per week. It is still only 2 real releases, and then we have the live streams, which honestly bring more than any single video. But also my videos only get around are only about 5 minutes long or something, so I'm far away from monetization in terms of view time. I don't know if there is ever. I have tomorrow a stream. Tomorrow morning I will probably have an unscheduled stream. Perhaps there will be one stream where there are suddenly a lot of people dropping by, and that can be everything that I need, but we'll see. I don't stress this, and I also do not want to just artificially raise my own view time by having every PC in the household watching my videos, because it doesn't bring you anything, does it? Just being able to say I am monetized. You need the people that are actually watching your videos. If you don't have people watching your videos, why do you need to be monetized? So I will work on getting that viewer base, getting the views, and then that will be the next goal. Why don't you do tutorials? I have a couple of tutorials. If you look at the playlist Sketching Secrets, those are my tutorials. I say tutorials because I don't want to just do some standard tutorials. There are also hundreds, thousands out there. I don't think actually that I would get that many views also with tutorials, because there are just already so many out there by so many big channels, and a lot of small channels try it also with tutorials. Some people just take what timelapse videos like I'm doing them and calling them tutorials. So I have a couple of things where I was thinking, okay, I can do a video about this in good conscience, because I think that could help people. But for example, I'm not good in drawing hair, so doing a hair tutorial would be kind of strange. I'm thinking right now to do one, it's not really a tutorial, but a video about different paper styles and types of paper and what influence they have on your picture. Because, for example, the picture that I drew of N, that you obviously have seen, Mohit, is I've drawn on a very smooth paper. So you have really much more detail that can come through. And of course, with the gray and the white, you have, it's completely different with in terms of contrast. So, hey, Mighty R. Hey, thank you very much. And thank you very much for liking the picture. You see, the YouTube is small. You know, the same persons. It is a big milestone, isn't it? So I don't want to be unthankful for that, but the view time goal is still a little bit in the future. So continue to watch all of my videos. So this is more of a game of patience with this beard, because I cannot just, it is very short, it is very coarse, it's not as regular as some other beards. So if I would just go and do normal single hairs or something like that, just straight down, it would really not look right. So we are trying to fill it in with more irregular lines, squiggles. A channel is a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. And you should know in which direction you want to go. So you do a gaming channel then, Mohit? You think so, Gurium? I was thinking that maybe I just have to add more of the surrounding aspects and then it might fix itself. And it looks pretty okay, I think, at this point, so you might be right. So also what I'm doing right now is to it is all one darkness that I'm drawing right now on the beard, so I have to fix that also somehow. There has to be darker area here, so I probably will go in with my darkest pencil. The issue is just that I don't get the tip of the pencil as sharp as I probably need for this beard structure. But let's just have the first layer done for now. Very good. Now we try. So I can also not get impatient now. If I get impatient and I start to draw bigger lines or something, that destroys the complete structure of the beard, the squiggly structure. Probably need to draw this much denser, but we will probably move on for now to other areas. Just get a little bit more three-dimensionality in here by highlighting some areas more, darkening some areas more. But overall here we still have work to do. So thank you very much for dropping by, Mighty, and have a good evening. Proportion of the left side of the beard looks a bit off though, not trying to be toxic. No worries. I am always open for comments and helpful hints. The thing is that we perhaps just, so what we also need to do, let me quickly color in the ear and then we can color in this side here and then we can see really how the proportions are. So ears I am often a little bit lenient and quick with, because they are normally not the breaking point. You know, ears, I always say you don't recognize a person because of their ears. If you do, you're probably one of in 10 million people or something. If you recognize people because of their ear. So it just has to look enough like an ear, and then it works for me. Normally don't put too much work into it. So he has pretty small ears, if you ask me. I'm not sure if I've drawn it also too small. I will have to check that. but he seems to have quite the small ears in general. So what will we see once we have now the neck? We will add now the neck, and then we can see if the proportions are off or if it works. So we actually have very dark shadow down here, so we will also draw that very dark. And then here. Well, this is a quite difficult area actually. So, do you also draw, Mohit? So let's take a look at the forehead. School tomorrow at 1 a.m. in the night. Okay. Thank you very much for sticking around with me for so long. I am very thankful that you spent your time with me, and have a great night, and I hope I'll see you again. Have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, it's a very different kind of beard, Bob, than the ones I have drawn yet. So it is a challenge, but seems to work, the approach that I have taken for now. So in between, I thought that this could take quite a long time. I am tomorrow in my morning streaming, so that might be... I'm not sure which time it is for you. I am thinking about streaming at 10 a.m. Central European Central European Summertime. CET. 10 CET. If I stream around that time. So if you can make it, you have the notifications on. You should get the notification. And yeah, would be great to have you. Normally I only stream on Wednesday and Fridays, but tomorrow is an extra stream probably. Ah, that makes a lot of sense, Gurium, with your logo. So, kinda works. Not perfect, but what can you do? Don't you worry, don't you skip school for me or something. It will also be recorded, and if you want to see it, it will also be there. Perhaps you can hear my cat screaming right now. I think she demands attention. But she still has to be a bit patient. We will go for the hair, more or less the same structure as the beard. TL, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're good. So I really need something that I can put on top of it that isn't transparent. So when I now start to draw the hair, I really block a lot of the picture. Just dabbing a little bit. It's really just a spontaneous technique that I've developed for this hair, as I have not drawn this hair structure yet. And we need a couple of light areas where it reflects the light. It reflects a lot of light. So we cannot just ignore that. Have you heard her? Gurium, she was quite far away. She can be really loud. and the very insisting. It gets worse and worse. The older she gets, the louder she screams. Also here, this hair is very reflective and therefore light. Here you see what happens when I don't have the paper underneath. And I should not move the paper too much, as that also smudges. I am thinking about posting the stream I'm doing tomorrow. It's a special stream for you know, and for Dave. I am drawing Dave tomorrow, and I will see if I manage to also produce the video directly out of that, but that will then be released probably around this time, so 1 AM, 12 your time. So not sure if you will be awake for that then tomorrow. Although it is, no, it's Thursday, it's not Friday tomorrow, so not sure if you will be awake for that. But I will try to finish that video tomorrow. This, however, is the Wednesday stream I actually schedule normally for Monday's release. I have released yesterday a video because I am making the stream tomorrow probably, so I released the video yesterday already that I normally release on Wednesday. Even just with the white highlight, this drawings. Yeah, Bob, I think really with this white, it is kind of a cheat code. You know, it's just this. Everything looks better with this white. So it is kind of a cheat code. It's like the hieroglyphy of drawing. Goodbye, Mohit. Thank you very much. I enjoyed having you. See you soon. I'm surprised myself though, TL, that it works. It's really just, I just invented it on the fly. But it makes sense somehow, right? It actually works. I'm very happy that it does, because it might have ruined otherwise the picture, but it really helps. It actually works. I am actually a little surprised, but pleasantly surprised. But there's still some areas where a little bit more contrast will help. But in general, we have a first layer of everything. That's always a milestone. Yeah, it works. So I'm not sure how much of the, well, I'm pretty sure that I will not draw a lot of his uniform. But still we have to show that there is something and that the head is not just floating in space. Yeah, very, very high risk. So okay, I think we are almost done for today. So we might have to, so I always look at it a bit later again and see if I have to adjust something, fix something that I did not see or did not manage to do in the live stream. But you will see all of it, the complete process, in the time-lapse video. So nothing gets lost. Thank you very much, Bob. Okay, so, but I think that's it. Yeah, normally we will see if I manage to do so with Easter and everything, but normally you should have the time-lapse video on Monday. So yeah, enjoyed watching, thank you very much. I'm sorry, Guriam, perhaps next time I will have a cake. The contrasting textures of the hair and skin, yeah, it in that regard it also works really well, so that is also a good aspect of that technique, right? It is very different than the shading of the skin, so I am happy that I had the that I managed to hold my attention long enough to to go through with that shading of the beard, and that I did not get lazy and just started to shade it. So yeah, thank you very much. I might add this technique to my regular techniques if I need it again. I know how to do it. Yeah, but that is it for today. Thank you very much, Mary. We are done for today. Thank you very much for keeping me company and keeping me sane through this stream. Again, thanks to everyone for the participating in the 1000 sub count. Thank you so much. If you shared, that is very much appreciated. That is how smaller channels really only have a chance to get bigger. And yeah, I hope I will see you soon. Tomorrow in the morning, and a special stream. Then on Friday in the evening, there should be the Buffy Club. I will see if I can have all of that with my current health situation, but I hope so. I'll try to power through. And yeah, thank you guys and gals for being here. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Good night.